All right. Well, I could talk about Star Wars and Pearl Jam all day, but let's talk about some Clear audio and what are you new products you're showing off here at Consumer Electronics Show for Digital 2021.
Absolutely. So we've got a couple of new introductions and then some updates on some now shipping stuff. Since this past year during the pandemic, it's been hard to fully launch products in a timely fashion with all the delays. So we'll start here with some new announcements, and then we'll get into the updates of what's available later this month and the following months. Okay, so new for the true wireless category is the Ally Plus 2. It'll be available in March at $129.99. This is a noise canceling true wireless headphone. This is an update from our original Ally Plus. So we've got some cosmetic changes to the overall color variant and as overall size of the earbuds. We've gotten it a little bit smaller than previous version. This does still support a feed forward and feed backward noise canceling design. Nice. It's IPX4 water and sweat resistant. And then really where we focused a lot of our attention on this update to the product is the battery life. So we've improved the battery life by an hour. So now the earbuds alone will run for 11 hours before needing to be placed back in the case to recharge. Mm-hmm. And then the case offers 22 hours of additional playback capability.
I love the look and design of it. It really looks like it just fits comfortably in the ear too. That's one thing I hate about a lot of earbuds.
No, absolutely. So we've spent some time with the ergonomic aspect of it to make sure that it sits well, not only for a secure fit, but also a comfortable fit, so you don't look like Frankenstein walking around the streets with these nice plugs popping out of your ear. Yeah. We also spent time on some of those nuances with it, making it more jewelry-like than just a piece of plastic hardware that makes you look like you're, back in the early 2000s, talking on a Bluetooth headset as they hang out of your ear. So we try to be very conscious of the lifestyle orientation of the product, as well as how the consumers will adopt it to their personal style. So we've got some specific details in it, whether it's on that midnight blue that you can see on my screen, where we've got, it doesn't come out as well in the rendering, but as you can see in this sample I have in my hand, you've got a little bit of a metallic blue ring that helps accentuate the flat, capacitive touch button on the top. So those are just light touches that you can do to be able to trigger noise cancellation on and off, or call support, as well as swiping for volume control. What's also new to the case update from our previous version is we've added QI-enabled wireless charging. So you just need to set it on a charging pad. This will also support a 10mm graphene driver. And then we've also rolled out a companion app, or we'll be rolling out with this product, a companion app called Cleer Plus. And that companion app will allow for customization of the EQ settings, as well as the noise cancellation and ambient levels, so that depending on what you're listening to or where you're listening to it, you can make those subtle adjustments to decrease the power of noise cancellation and increase the ambient level so that you can hear your surroundings a little bit more if you so choose. What's also nice about the app is that we'll be able to reconfigure the UI of the product as well, so that if you don't like a single tap for cycling noise canceling on and off, you can change it to a double tap and then have phone call or pause play as a single tap. And so you'll be able to do that through all the different functionalities, and the app will help you walk through that.
Nice. Loving it so far.
Okay. And then all of those adjustments will be saved directly to the product, so that when you resync it up to another source device, it'll have all those settings saved, so you don't need to re-access the app unless you're going to make an adjustment.
That's cool. Well, can't wait to try them out and blast some Pearl Jam State 11 Trust.
That's what I'm talking about. So we've got this midnight blue.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. And then we have this light gray version. And again, a little bit different of an orientation to make it more jewelry-esque.
Yeah.
So we've got some brass highlights on this one, and then the metallic blue highlights on the other one.
That's hard. They both look so good. I don't know which one I would pick.
So that's the Ally Plus 2. Also new for true wireless category for us is the Roam NC. And so this is our foray into the entry-level noise canceling true wireless market. So it'll be available in April at $59.99.
Nice.
This also, as I said, supports noise cancellation. This will cancel up to 25 dB. This is a feed forward design, so a little bit different of an orientation. And we did some of this, one, to reduce the overall size of the earbud to make it even smaller and more compact to be able to support a smaller charging case. So the hours of playback is 5 hours for the earbuds alone, and then 10 hours for the charging case. And then when you look at the charging case, and we emphasize pocket friendly, we tried to make it as small as possible to be able to include proper charging as well as the earbuds housing. But when I pull one out and give you kind of a look at it, it's pretty tiny.
Yeah.
In general.
Perfect size. And like I said, the charging case can easily go in any pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it has USB-C charging for connectivity. But as I place it in my ear, it kind of fits pretty seamlessly.
Yeah. It looks cool. I like it.
And we'll have a 5.8 millimeter driver in this product as well. 3 colors. We have that light gray, an earth tone red. So although it looks a little bit brown in that rendering, when you start to see it up close a little bit, you see some of the red aspects to it as a unique colorway.
Nice.
And then we will have a graphite color. Yeah. So again, a little bit different.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then it has that soft top touch on the top as well for playback and noise canceling, toggling, call answering, etc. And so there's mics in each one of the earbuds, so you can use either the left or the right to make phone calls without issue. And then the nice comparison, just to give you an idea of how small this is putting it next to your credit card.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Right, so you can see that it is a pretty tiny case to be able to fit comfortably in your pocket.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the other models that are out there. And so again, very intentional with being able to focus on portability and pocket ability with that product versus a more robust physical presence and sound profile that the Ally Plus 2 has. So that's our introductions for the true wireless category. And then move over to our over-ear headphones. Just wanted to update, we're now shipping the Enduro ANC come February. So this is our extended battery life noise canceling over-ear headphones. So it'll run up to 60 hours on a single charge with both noise canceling and Bluetooth enabled.
Nice.
Okay. It includes our 40 millimeter ironless driver. And then it also will work with the Cleer Plus app. So any of the EQ settings that you make adjustments to, as well as the noise cancellation levels and ambient levels will also be saved to the physical headphone, and then you can be able to connect it to other devices. So we're excited to be able to roll out this app across multiple products.
Oh, that's amazing.
Give you an idea of what one of these looks like. Here's our light gray version. And so although we went with that $149 price point, we still paid a lot of attention to the high quality materials. So it does have memory foam ear pads, and then nice little accents of this bronze.
Yeah, I like the highlights from the bronze.
And then we actually did some exploration on how to reduce the clamping force if people feel that there's too much pressure based on some of the passive isolation that goes on with noise canceling headphones. So by removing the top piece of plastic and exposing the metal headband, this actually allows us to an opportunity to add flex to the headphone. So that because you don't have that restriction of that plastic, you could actually reduce the clamping force and tension that would normally be in some of these headphones to
that's huge.
make it a little bit more comfortable.
I mean, I have a gaming headset. I kind of wear it so long because it kind of puts pressure on my head. I gotta take it.
Right.
This is amazing.
Yeah, and so you'll feel that on the temples, especially depending on how they make the ear pads, how thick they are, how large they are, if you wear glasses, etc. And so, we really try to do some exploration on how to help improve the usability, especially with a 60-hour battery life. And we're hopeful that people will be wearing these at 10 plus hours when they use them, whether they're traveling or just trying to isolate the noise in their own home based on all the work from home and school from home activities that have been going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got the kids running around.
Oh yeah. My house too gets quite noisy.
Yeah. This is great. Excellent.
And then also that we're just beginning to ship is our latest smart speaker, and the Crescent.
Oh, wow.
And so this is our foray into a more of a high design,
Yeah, it looks like something out of Star Wars. I love
high
it.
performance. That's the idea, but to make it a little bit more subtle and not as Star Wars-esque,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that it's got a full family acceptance
Yeah, my
aspect of
wife
it.
will like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but mine too. It's it's not wrapped in plastic or black fabric. It's not square or round, but it looks like more of a piece of an architectural accessory within a home environment. And the shape is conducive to us implementing a linear array speaker system inside. So it does have 8 40-millimeter full range drivers and 2 rear firing 84-millimeter subwoofers that work in conjunction to create some really unique sound experiences. So that grill that you look on the top, that is a champagne color. It is a single piece of aluminum that's actually bent
Ooh.
to work as the speaker grill, and then connects at the base. And then the top panel is also the buttons and general touch controls, and that's also aluminum as well. So you have a really high-end presentation so that it fits within a modern home aesthetic that doesn't kind of take away or detract or be distracting from that home environment.
Oh, that
So
is
when you look
amazing.
inside the piece, you can see how it kind of shapes into that smile form factor. And this allows us to be able to manage the sound output using phase and time alignment and really, steer the sound in conjunction of where the seated position is or what mode you're playing it in. Okay. The cabinet's also glass reinforced with a geometrically vaulted ceiling. And what this allows it to do is pretty much make the cabinet almost acoustically inert. So you won't have vibrations or any issues with the physical cabinet hampering the sonic profile of the product.
Amazing.
And then when you look at the sound modes that we've included, you have a room fill, which allows for even sound throughout the room. Like, if you have hosting guests over and don't want them to walk in and out of the loudest point of a speaker. But really where we separate ourselves in the technology side is the stereo widening and 3D modes.
Ooh.
And so although this is an illustration of the mode, we actually can take the sound and expand it much further outside of the physical cabinet and do this in a discrete manner so that you have a true left speaker and a true right speaker that do feel like they're 2 to 3 feet outside of the physical speaker structure.
Nice.
And so what this does is this really allows us to create an accurate soundstage that audiophiles and 2-channel listeners really prefer in that aspect. We did a lot of blind testing in the preparation and creation of this model, and people were really hard pressed to identify if it was a high-end pair of bookshelf speakers playing or if it was the Crescent speaker.
Nice. This 3D thing looks really cool.
Yeah, and then we take it up one notch more by leveraging, again, this linear array and being able to effectively drive each of the speakers independently as well as pairs to take the sound and from that wide stance in the stereo widening, but actually create some height as well as some depth of the speaker and surrounding the listener in a multi-channel environment, but only from a single point source.
What? How is that possible? That's amazing.
So we use phase and time alignment and some technical know-how on the software side to be able to take this sonic presentation from a single source and be able to spread it through the room. So you don't need walls to reflect from. It simply just is able to leverage the technology inside and that linear array form factor in order to really recreate something special.
Oh,
the unit does have an optical as well as a 3.5-millimeter jack. So if you were to connect external sources, it can support that. It will support an LPCM stream. And then it has Spotify Connect built in, as well as a Google Chromecast and Apple AirPlay 2. And then it is a Google voice assistant product as well. So you can use some voice commands to be able to manage the product as well. And then it has Bluetooth. So depending on how you want to connect, what you want to listen to, how you want to leverage this piece, it's a pretty unique piece of hardware that we're bringing into the market here at the end of this month.
Very unique. So, and what you said is later this month it's going to be launching, or?
Yeah, we'll be shipping it at the end of this month.
Gotcha. So amazing.
Oh, thank you. And so that's kind of our update on the virtual side of CES. So if
Very
you have any
cool.
questions, more than happy to go back to some slides or talk further about it in any individual products that
No,
you might
you
have.
did an amazing job. I guess, do you have website and social media wise that people can order stuff and stay up to date? And is it only available through your website, or do you have any other parties that sell your
So
products?
currently, this is available through clearaudio.com, our website. It will also be on Crutchfield and B&H as far as online partners. We are working with more of the brick and mortar and the larger retailers to carry this piece, but based on COVID, it kind of delayed some of the assortment conversations.
Yeah, I understand.
And so we're hopeful to get those in within the next couple of weeks here as things start to hopefully reopen up and we get the opportunity to bring some of these products to some of the buyers within the marketplace.
Oh yeah, I
But
don't think you have a problem. I mean, once they see this and like, there's very unique items. People gonna want this, you know. So
now I totally agree with you. And the reality of it is, as soon as you hear it, it gets even more exciting than just seeing the beautiful design and the conversation aspect of it. And on social media, follow us on Clear Sound. We're on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook. We're doing constant updates as well as technology stories around our new product launches this week, as well as our now shipping stuff. And we've got a great blog that's going on as well to tell more information about specific products and opportunities that we've got going on. So I encourage everybody to check us out at clearaudio.com and on our social handles.
well, thank you so much, man. I can't wait to hear it in person, and hopefully we'll see each other in Vegas next year for the next CES. You know.
Sounds like a plan.